my channel and to another Motivation Monday. Now this is a topic that came to me the last time I walked, which I think was Friday. It is, and I'm going to be looking at my notes because I've had these written down for a few days and I hadn't I hadn't looked back at them, so I don't have it memorized what I want to say. But the topic is not feeling it. Getting back in the zone. Why it come to me is I did not want to go. I just wasn't feeling it. I got out there and I started walking and I told myself, I am not feeling this. And I went ding, ding, ding. There is a topic. Let me study on that. There are things that we have to do that we're just not feeling it. I'm going to tell you right now, after that weight gain of 7.5 pounds last week, I ain't been feeling this diet. I ain't been feeling none of it, but I've been doing it. That's what I have here. We have this idea that everything we do in life has to be pleasurable and has to be comfortable and has to be something we want to do, and that's just not how life works. There are tons of things that we have to do that we're just not feeling. We have jobs to go to that we're just not feeling it, but we like to pay rent. Listen, as much as David loves his job, I know there are days he is just not feeling it, but he knows his responsibilities that require him to work. When you have children, you know good and well there are times when you are just not feeling it. You're just tired. You're wore out, but you can't forsake those babies. You got to keep on keeping on. So the idea of being on our weight loss journey, that it has to be comfortable and pleasurable and make us happy, is ridiculous. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't nothing about mine that makes me happy or is comfortable. That's what I was telling you. Gaining that weight, it really made me. I don't feel like. I don't want to count a point. I don't want to weigh my food, measure it, lighten it up. I don't want to do none of that, but I've just been doing it. Now, these, what I have here is how we need to think about these uncomfortable steps. The things that we do that are uncomfortable, we need to think of as stepping stones to the bigger place. You know how I can see in my mind like creeks and whatnot, and there's rocks that you can step on through the creek to get to the other side. Well, we got to think of our tasks, if you want to call them tasks for lack of a better word at this very moment, as stepping stones, not as, oh, woe is me, this is uncomfortable and I don't want to do it. Well, do it and use it as a learning experience. Use it as a way to get to where you're trying to get to. So if tracking your food is uncomfortable, just think of it as part of the way to a healthier lifestyle. Hold on, I got my coffee in my cup. Be you, the world will adjust. They don't have a choice. I put here, we hate it at the moment, but the bigger picture is more important than just like the immediate gratification. This, let's say eating that pile of Reese cups, immediate gratification, but the bigger picture is it's not helping us. So we got to learn to do the uncomfortable thing, which is leave those Reese cups alone, because the bigger picture is over here, that we're trying to get to a healthier place. We're trying to get to a place where we want to lose weight. And we need to learn to make those, the stones along the way, to find the beauty in it or the good in it, to try to make it less comfortable, I guess you could say. So like when I walk, no, I pretty much don't feel it. Now today, I didn't walk. And here's this, I don't want to skip over this part. There are things that you're not feeling. I'm not talking about Like today, I could hardly walk in the house. My knees are so swollen and stiff. I could hardly walk to do my meal prep. So I was just dragging them along. I told David, I said, my legs feel like they're 100 pounds each. No way could I have gone uptown to walk. I'm not talking about I'm not feeling it in that way. Let's say you're sick on your stomach, you have nausea, you have a headache, something like that, and you're supposed to work out or whatever. That's not feeling it. That's you're in a physical position to where you can't do what you need to do. I'm not talking about those kind of not feeling it. But when I go walking, what I do is I put my little earbuds in, turn my music on, and I have a beautiful place to walk. The scenery is gorgeous. I'm in the sun, the wind, the breeze, and so I try to focus on those things instead of the fact that, oh my God, I'm walking and it don't feel good. So pick something out of those tasks and try to make it, well, it don't have to be pleasurable, but try to make it more pleasurable than it is like pulling teeth. Sometimes the things we have to do in this journey are like pulling teeth. I put a note here. We don't need to look at these things that we have to do as like punishment or something we hate. We need to look at it as becoming a better us. Now, set the tasks that you have to do in bite-sized pieces. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't give yourself too much to do to get overwhelmed. Smaller, attainable goals are going to make us, when we get there, are going to give us a rejuvenation to want to go farther. If I went out to walk and I know how far I can walk, and if I saw even farther than I go, knowing that I had to go there and come back, it would be too overwhelming. I have to set chunks that I can do. I can't walk a mile. It is not physically possible, so that it's ridiculous for me to set a goal. I'm going to walk a mile every day. I can't even walk every day. So don't set a goal that is too far away, because when we feel like a failure, then we don't want to continue. Just like the game that I had makes me not want to continue, because you think, what's the use? I can't do it anyway. That's what happens when you have too lofty of just pick one thing, just one stepping stone. If tracking is your area that you fail in, then just focus on that and see, can't you get that one pinned down? And if you track one meal a day, if that is what you can do and that makes you feel successful, until you can get it up to tracking 2 meals a day and then 3 meals a day, and guess what? One of these days, those tasks, that stepping stone, is going to be something you do without thinking. These little things that we add, these little goals that we try to accomplish, we're going to, what they say, fake it till you make it. Sometimes I think I'm doing that in life in general. But anyway, that's another story. But pick something, one of these unpleasurable, uncomfortable things that are absolutely necessary in a weight loss journey. And once you do it over and over and over again, then it will become a habit, and it won't be that uncomfortable, unpleasurable thing. It'll just be second nature to us. I put a note here. We're the boss of us, so we can set our goals how we want to set them. Can't nobody set them for us. Now, this is a big one. Don't debate yourself. Listen, if y'all like me, I can justify my way in or out of anything. If I was to really want to eat a little Debbie cake, I'd find a way to justify it. I'm just telling you right here. I can justify, well, I had those points, but I didn't have these points, and I ate this, but I didn't eat that. Well, since I didn't eat that, then I could eat this. So I can justify myself. I can justify, don't go walking, you're just tired. And now I'm not going to talk about like how my knees are now. That sounds kind of funny, but I could find a way to not walk. I could find a way to justify myself not wanting to do it. Here's the thing. We just have to do it. Don't sit there and debate yourself. Don't tell yourself why you're not going to step on that stone. Just step on the stone. And then the last thing is just to remember why you're doing these things. Why are you stepping on these stones? Why are you trying to get across that little creek to the other side? I have my reasons. I need to get healthy. I have some medical issues that need to be taken care of, and I can't do it until I lose weight because they told me so. It ain't in my hand. It was told to my face. We'll do this when you lose weight. So that's my goal. It is to get healthy, but it is also to have some surgeries. 3 of them to be exact. So when I look at these stepping stones, I have to look at them as that is just my way to that goal. And if it ain't pleasurable, guess what? It just ain't, because that's life. Life is not always pleasurable. Like we said in the beginning, life is full of things we don't want to do. So getting us back in the zone is realizing that these are things we just have to do, and so we just do them. Think about your weight loss journey like you think about your job, or taking care of your family, or even taking care of a pet. You can even relate it to taking care of a pet, because they're helpless. They can't do anything for themselves. They rely on us. And so no matter how bad we feel, we have to do it. So there's all these things that we will do, that we will go out of our comfort zone. We'll go out of our happy zone, out of our, I always say comfort zone. I was thinking comfortable zone. That we will do, but we sometimes seem to forget and put ourselves on the back burner. I guess because, I don't know, we know we're important. I know I'm important, and I know I'm worth it. But it's easy. It's like you have to go to work or they're going to fire you. Well, if I don't eat right, ain't nobody going to fire me. You see what I'm saying? So we tend to just think, what's the big deal? The big deal is we're not going to get where we want to go if we don't just do it. We're having a Nike commercial. So that was all I was going to talk about today. If you're not feeling it, you don't have to feel it to do it. You don't have to be in the mood to do it. You just have to do it. You don't have to be in the mood to weigh and measure your food. It don't have to be a pleasurable experience. It is like pulling teeth. I think I'd rather eat worms than weigh and measure my food. But I have been doing it for how many weeks now? Every time I've been doing it. And I'm going to tell you what, it gets on my last nerve. But I know that it is a necessary evil. So I do it. That's what I'm trying to say today is, so what? We're not feeling it. We don't have to feel it. We just have to do it. So that is all I know for today. If you're not feeling it, just do it. So I will see you on my next video.